Baby, won't you come my way?
Guess it's up. I just sent you pictures.
You just said that?
Guess it's up.
What is it?
Something is ugly.
What's ugly?
You're white.
That's messed up, boy. We doing another challenge today?
Yo.
Let me take so long.
We recording.
Oh.
Ay, ay, ay. Turn on to the side. So what we got? Today we're gonna talk about the Kanika incident, right? So what's your take on that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused about all of that.
Well, do you think her friends had something to do with it, or you think it was just negligent of her friends for them not to?
I think her friends probably not. Well, I think they had something to do with it, like as far as the drinking part. But everything else, I don't know. Cause the reason why I think they had something to do with it, with the drinking part, because in the clips and stuff like that, it wasn't like no party going on outside of that room. So that's why I think she was like, you know, had liquor or whatever it may be.
I don't think she was drinking. I think she was drugged. Cause when you drinking.
But she was drinking though, cause even in the video.
You know what I'm saying? I believe she was drinking, but I don't believe that's why she was seeming so delirious. It seemed like she was drugged to me. Cause drinking is, you know, you can drink and that's gonna have one effect, but when you drugged, that's when you're gonna be like you won't even have like no sense of reasoning. It's almost like you hallucinating and stuff when you drug, and that's how she seemed to me. Cause it wasn't like she's staggering. For somebody to walk themselves in the freezer, when you drunk, you know where you at. You might not have that much control of your motor skills, fine motor skills or something like that, like gross motor skills, but you ain't gonna be thinking that you in walking into a hallway if you walking into a freezer. That ain't, to me, that's drug. When you don't even have a sense of reasoning, if you can't tell the difference between a freezer and a room or a hallway or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, why was the freezer on if the freezer hadn't been on, ain't been in use for however long? The hotel saying they hadn't used the freezer. Why would the freezer be on? You know what I'm saying? If the freezer's on, I really feel like she had to be drugged for her not to know that she was walking into a cold ass freezer. Like, that don't make no sense. No matter how drunk you is, I ain't never known nobody. That's like if you drunk, you walking into a furnace. You walking into some fire. You ain't finna walk into no fire. If it was the freezer was on, I'm pretty sure they had ice and cold and shit, unless somebody put the freezer up after she got in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna just walk into no freezer, not just from being drunk. You would have had to be on dope or something to not to know the difference between the freezer and the room. So what you think happened? This is my thing. I think she was with somebody. I just don't know who she was with, whether it was a friend or something. Because for your friends, if you're going to a party together, usually, even at a club, people always go to the bathroom together. Just walk to the bathroom with me, or, you know, come go in here with me or whatever. I just don't see her friends letting her walk off by herself. They know she was drunk. I don't see nobody letting their friend walk off by themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you drunk or whatever. And then too, how long she had to be gone for somebody to be like, where she went? Blah, blah, blah. Hours? Like, how long was she missing for somebody to look for her? And then on top of that, I feel like no matter how many floors a hotel got, you gonna find somebody that's in the hotel with you. Unless you be trying to look for them. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all young girls. How y'all ain't going to every door? You know what I'm saying? Every room on every floor. You know what I'm saying? So that's, to me, If she wasn't with her friends, it was because her friends was comfortable with whoever she decided to go off with.
Mm-hmm.
She was with somebody. She wasn't by herself. But I feel like whoever she was with, I don't get that though, because her friends should have still knew who she left with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, she left with such and such or whatever. Maybe they thought her friends was cool with it because they thought she was going to make out or something, you know, with a guy in another room or something or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't believe she just wandered off by herself and nobody ain't know she was gone and ain't nobody, you know, question.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, to me, that's the part that don't make no sense to me. I feel like her friends knew who she left with and they just don't want to be a snitch, or either they had something to do with it.
I get what you're saying though, but I don't know. That's a sketchy story.
It's real sketchy. Because most girls...
Because I heard like a lot of stuff, like, I get what you're saying. I feel like they got a part in doing it, period. Like, even if it's just on the tip of, like, you know, the liquor that was involved or drug or whatever the case may be.
But the liquor, everybody was drunk, so...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have no... That ain't your part in her murder.
Yeah.
I think they part of her murder is A, either being involved with her disappearing, or B, either in being involved with withholding information they don't want to tell because maybe it's somebody who all of them knew, grew up with, or whatever the case may be, and they just don't want to sound like no snitch.
That makes sense though. Like, it makes sense.
But they know, somebody knows something.
Of course.
They ain't just wondering where she at and they don't got a clue. Cause I don't believe she left out no party. First of all, it's too many bathrooms in that room.
Yeah.
That's a hotel room. Why she left out the room is the question.
It is weird to me because they don't, like, they showing footage, but you could tell, like, how they showing the footage, it's like one way. You get what I'm saying? Like, usually, even at, like, when on my dorm campus and stuff like that, cameras was everywhere. Like, it was cameras this way, that way. Like, it was just everywhere, and it seemed like they just focusing on it this way. You know what I mean?
But that's what they're saying, like the hotels only release snippets. This is my only thing I understand about, I don't know, because I don't understand. If it was they don't want to compromise the investigation, so that's why the police only releasing snippets or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
I still feel like, why release any of it? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna release all of it.
That's true. And then it was like saying that one of the girl friends that was at the party, I don't know which one it was, but they were saying she actually worked at the hotel. So yeah, that's what they said, the girl. I don't know which one it was, so, but they mentioned that she worked there. But that's what really was like, depending on where she worked at, I'm sure she
But still, if she worked at the hotel, that's still, she should have still knew how to find her.
That's what I'm saying, like that. So I was like wondering, like, because usually when you work somewhere, you pretty much know the place in and out, unless it's like some places that's like, you know, locked and you never went in there, of course.
Right.
But other than that, you pretty much know where everything at. I don't know. That is sad. It's sad. Make you not like just everybody. I said, make you just not trust nobody.
You're not supposed to trust nobody.
I know, but that make you not just period. Not even on the front of the like just.
Them so friends who she was with. Why would who else is gonna you gonna trust a stranger naturally?
Yeah.
That braid is up too high. I should have started at the edge. You can go ahead and look at it.
Get up and look at it?
No, you can look at it right there because I'm take it out when you don't.
I'm probably gonna seem like that on it because.
Too far back? But that's the size you want?
Yeah, that's a good size. Yeah. It's crazy too because like when I watched that video, I told you how I was like thinking, like how people be like hanging with people and they know that person don't like them, or you know, they ain't friends and stuff like that, kind of like make you put that in perspective. After I seen the footage, made me put that in perspective.
Yeah, you can't.
Cause I was like, it's sad.
You can't, one thing about it, you can't never trust somebody for a second who you know don't like you. Because if you don't like somebody, ultimately, what you gonna do about it, given an opportunity? You know what I'm saying? Like, people do some weird shit. Like, even if they don't get you killed, they'll try to leave you stranded,
That's true.
steal from you. You know, I just don't even bother nobody who I know don't like me. If you don't even care for me, you ain't even got to have nothing against me. If I ain't even just somebody your cup of tea, you ain't got to worry about me being bothered with you. Because people do some wicked shit. Or something happen to you and they'll just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even got to be the person who actually initiated nothing. They could just be somebody who, I mean, you know, trouble always lurking. You gotta make sure you're in good company, because when trouble find you, that's when it's most likely to surface, is when you got an opportunity to make a strong manifestation. You know, when you around people who is a perfect opportunity for you to get into full-fledged bullshit. That's like when you got enemies. They don't ever mess with you when you around people who cool with you. They mess with you when you by yourself, or when they know somebody who you hanging out with ain't that cool with you.
That's true.
That's why you gotta always make sure you ain't just wasting your time with people who, you know, don't got your